Welcome to the channel of NZ Justice 111. This is part 4 of the series, What the New Zealand Law Society Does Not Want You to Know. In this video, NZ Justice 111 will give you the names of the people who are employed as legal complaints review officers. These officers unjustly award thousands of dollars each year to the New Zealand Law Society after the Society has wrongfully thrown out complaints filed by members of the public against lawyers. These legal complaints review officers are not supposed to be lawyers. This is confirmed in the Lawyers and Conveyancers Act, or Law Con Act for short, under number 190, and it reads: a person who is not a lawyer or a conveyancing practitioner is to be appointed to be the Legal Complaints Review Officer. Don't be fooled. The current Legal Complaints Review Officers are made up of one lawyer and two barristers. So how on earth did they become Legal Complaints Review Officers? This is how it is done. Each year, the New Zealand Law Society requires lawyers and barristers to pay an annual fee to keep their practicing law certificates current. If a lawyer or barrister does not renew their annual practicing certificate, they are then technically deemed to be not a lawyer or a barrister. They are then able to apply and get the job as a Legal Complaints Review Officer. If we go back to Rule 190, which clearly states an officer is not to be a lawyer, you will see when it comes to selecting who will become a Legal Complaints Review Officer, the New Zealand Law Society has its snout firmly in the trough. NZ Justice 111 now names who these current Legal Complaints Review Officers are. Rex Maidment, Barrister. Bruce Galloway, Lawyer. Dorothy THRESHER, Barrister. These Legal Complaints Review Officers, who are not supposed to be lawyers, or barristers for that fact, are assisted by two delegates. Their names are Owen Vaughan, former law firm partner of Wiltshire Stone Lawyers Limited. This law firm has now amalgamated with another, which is perfectly acceptable. However, in doing so, all trace Mr. Vaughan was a law firm partner has now vanished off the internet. Mr. Vaughan is also a former Legal Complaints Review Officer. And finally, but by no means least, the second delegate is Robert HESKETH, a disgraced New Zealand judge who admitted to committing fraud, as seen here in an article published by the New Zealand Herald. The two delegates, Mr. Vaughan and Mr. HESKETH, currently assist barristers Maidment and THRESHER and lawyer Galloway in their position as Legal Complaints Review Officers to award thousands of dollars to the New Zealand Law Society each year after that society has been proven wrong by members of the public for throwing out their complaints that they have filed against their lawyers. The salaries of these Legal Complaints Review Officers and their delegates are fully paid for by the New Zealand Law Society with assistance from the Society of Conveyancers. In fact, the entire cost to run the office of the Legal Complaints Review Officer is paid for by the New Zealand Law Society and the Society of Conveyancers. To prove this, here is number 217 of the Lawyers and Conveyancers Act, which records each year the New Zealand Law Society and the Society of Conveyancers must pay the Ministry of Justice for the total costs to function the office of the LCRO. By the Ministry of Justice, using the New Zealand Law Societies and the Society of Conveyancers money to pay for the office of the LCRO, it deceitfully makes it appear as if this office belongs to the Ministry of Justice. This is clearly not the case, as confirmed in part 3 of the series, which showed you a copy of an email sent to a member of the public by the former New Zealand Law Society President Jonathan Tem that reads, "The LCRO is not a Ministry of Justice office. It is completely independent of the Ministry of Justice and has nothing to do with that ministry." NZ Justice 111 now ends the series called What the New Zealand Law Society Does Not Want You to Know. We hope that the information and evidence in the series has been helpful to you. If you wish to contact NZ Justice 111, just go to our Facebook page. Until next time, keep safe.